Here in Ghana, there is intense pressure on government to declare an emergency lockdown as confirmed cases of coronavirus rise. Already, there are deep concerns plans to totally lock down could damage Ghana's economy, especially when all economic activities could grind to a halt. Well, in an exclusive online session, Dr. Mensa Otabil, that is the General Overseer of ICGC, suggested a shutdown of all public transport, including trotros and intercity travels. He says that could contain the spread of the virus, arguing that a complete lockdown could be far-fetched considering its economic implications.
Should there be a lockdown in Ghana? I don't know. I don't have the facts. My common sense would be that we should suspend public transport because this thing travels by transportation. We've shut down airlines. So maybe intercity travel must be shut down. We have to start shutting down travel, one way or the other. That may end up become like a lockdown one way or the other, except if people decide to walk from Accra to Kumasi or wherever they want to walk to. I mean, that would be my commonsensical approach. I don't think the government has any responsibility to take my advice because I am seeing it from the information I have. They see it from a different point of view, and they may make a different call on the same facts that all of us see differently at this time. So I don't know. I mean, yes, everybody feels that shut it down may be the answer, but shut it down in Ghana can be very scary. I driving through town on Sunday. I drove through Mokola, Tudu on a Sunday, and I saw the people and I said, wow, do these guys know what is happening in this country? And today, if you go through town, it's scary. It's scary. I mean, if this thing hits some of the high-density populations we have in Ghana, we will be in a bad state.
Let's have a conversation around this. Joining us on the phone, transport consultant Cecil Gabra. Thanks very much for your time, sir. Are we ready for a lockdown of our public transport system?
Good afternoon to our cherished listeners and viewers. I don't think so. We should be fair to all concerned. We should be fair to the public. I mean, we use our own vehicles, and then touch wood, if somebody wants to go to town, doesn't mean that if trotros, taxis are not working, I mean, public transport is not working, he cannot move. After all, the government hasn't decided to have a lockdown completely. We are all waiting, but however, for some of us as private businessmen, we'll just ask the same question. If you lock down, how are we going to pay our staff? What is going to happen? I mean, are we prepared? I know people are in town, and they are buying. A lot of people have taken public transport. They are going to buy items so that they will put them in their homes in case of any lockdown. I feel the government must come out clear very early so that we should stop this panic buy. I mean, for me, I know for sure that it is not possible to lock down. Do we have the means? Are they going to all sectors of the private sector that has almost about 80%? I'm talking about the informal jobs. How are we going to live? So if the government could come clear to tell us, okay, we have 132 cases, this is what they want to do.
Okay.
So any lockdown, it shouldn't affect the transport system.
Okay, but I guess the concern is that how do we manage the situation such that there is not a spread? And would admit that many of us use public transport when we want to go from one place to another. So how do we manage it in such a way that there is not a spread? And for instance, we know that transport unions are now considering reducing the number of people they would normally load in their vehicles. Do you think that's the way to go?
Yes, I think for now, for instance, yesterday, I understand we'll have 2 seats, 2 passengers per seat, okay? That's fine. They should put up sanitizers. They should put up water to wash, and that's it. Okay, so if the vehicle is picking 15 passengers and then you pick about 8, and that is for me, and then that could solve part of the problem, right? But we should also think about the owners of the vehicles. We should think about it if we're asking them to shut down completely, public transport must not be on the road. What are they going to eat? How are they going to generate income? And that is my point.
And
right?
so. Yeah, and so what precautionary measures would you advise they take? For instance, we've seen in some countries where vehicles or trains are disinfected and all of that.
Plan your trips, everybody. Just plan your trips. Unnecessary trips, just add it up. In case you need to move, all what I want to tell Ghanaians is that pick up your sanitizer, wash your hands as well. Trotros, taxis, they must all have sanitizers and have water to good soap to wash their hands, and make sure that everybody is really prepared. And then that is it. That's the best advice I could give for now.
And a quick one. What does this say of our transport system? Because I have a feeling that we have been exposed, that things could have been much better if we had really planned our transport network.
Well, that's a very good one, and that is why I always speak about the Ayalolo, which is not really, working. If we have a very good transport system, we'll have very, very good buses that convey us, okay, which we can sit down in patterns, okay. One sits in front, the back is free, the next seat somebody sits on, and then that will be it. But we do not have it, and we need to manage what we have at the moment.
All right. Thank you so much for your perspective tonight. That was a transport consultant, Cecil Gabra, on suggestions for a lockdown or a shutdown of the public transport system to contain the spread of the coronavirus.